Right now, while you are watching this, there are luxury SUVs sitting on dealer lots with leather seats, V6 engines, and the kind of engineering that puts German brands to shame. And salespeople are practically begging someone to test drive them. I am not talking about clapped-out Range Rovers with check engine lights and $4,000 in air suspension repairs. I am talking about vehicles that were engineered to run 250,000 to 350,000 miles, wrapped in premium leather and loaded with features you would expect on a $50,000 vehicle, selling for under $12,000 because the average buyer has no idea what they are looking at. After more than 2 decades of working on everything from base model Corollas to top trim Land Cruisers, I can tell you, the used luxury SUV market is broken right now. People will pay $18,000 for a used RAV4 with cloth seats and crank windows, but will not even glance at a luxury SUV next to it with the same reliability, pedigree, heated leather, navigation, and a smoother ride for $8,000 less. The depreciation on these things is criminal, and it is working in your favor if you know where to look. Today I'm counting down 5 bulletproof luxury SUVs you can buy right now for under $12,000. SUVs that my colleagues and I have watched go hundreds of thousands of miles with nothing but routine maintenance. I am going deepest on number 1 because it is the SUV that I believe represents the single best value in the entire used luxury market today. Let's get into it. Number 5, Infiniti FX35. If you have never heard of the Infiniti FX35, that is exactly why it is on this list. Infiniti discontinued it and renamed it the QX70 before killing that off too in 2017. The result: used FX35s are sitting on lots right now with an average asking price around $7,700 nationwide. Some are going for under $5,000 for a luxury sport SUV with a 3.5-liter V6 producing 275 to 303 horsepower depending on the year. Here is what makes this thing special. The engine in the FX35 is Nissan's legendary VQ35 Series V6. If you follow cars at all, you know this engine. It made Ward's 10 best engines list for 14 years in a row. 14. That is not a typo. It is naturally aspirated, no turbos to fail, and it uses a timing chain, not a belt. You are not looking at a $1,200 timing belt service at 100,000 miles, like you would on certain competitors. I had a customer bring in a 2008 FX35 last year with 197,000 miles. Original engine, original transmission. He wanted to know if it was time to trade it in. I put it on the lift, checked everything, and told him the truth. There was nothing mechanically wrong with it that justified spending money on a replacement vehicle. He drove away and is still driving it. Repair costs on these are reasonable because Nissan parts are everywhere. An alternator is about $350 installed. A water pump is maybe $500. Compare that to a same year BMW X5, where a water pump job starts at $1,100. The FX35 drives like nothing else in its class. It corners like a sports sedan. The steering is tight and responsive, and it still turns heads because the design was so far ahead of its time. People regularly think these are 5 or 6 years newer than they are. If you are shopping for one, stick with models from 2006 to 2012. Check the valve covers for oil seepage. That is common on higher mileage examples, but it is a $400 fix, not a deal breaker. Test the all-wheel drive system if equipped. And listen for any whine from the power steering pump. Another inexpensive fix, but good leverage for negotiating. Who should buy this? Anyone who wants a sports car disguised as an SUV with luxury appointments and does not care about third-row seating or maximum cargo space. Who should skip it? Gas mileage is in the 16 to 21 miles per gallon range. If that matters to you, keep scrolling. Number 4. Acura MDX from 2007 to 2013. The second generation Acura MDX might be the most overlooked 3-row luxury SUV in America right now. You can find clean examples with under 120,000 miles for $8,000 to $11,000 all day long for a 7-passenger luxury SUV with Honda engineering underneath. Let me say that again. Honda engineering. Acura is Honda's luxury division. They share platforms, engines, and manufacturing standards. When you buy an MDX, you are buying a Honda Pilot in a tuxedo. And I mean that as the highest possible compliment. RepairPal gives the Acura MDX a 4 out of 5 reliability rating, ranking it second out of 14 luxury midsize SUVs. The average annual repair cost is $571 compared to $873 for the luxury midsize SUV segment average. That's over $300 a year you're saving compared to the competition every single year you own it. The probability of a major repair is just 8% compared to 11% for its luxury midsize competitors. Owners bring it in for unscheduled repairs an average of 0.4 times per year, which is well below the segment norm. One owner on an Acura forum posted about hitting 284,000 miles on his 2013 MDX as the original owner with minimal repair expenses outside of routine services. The super handling all-wheel drive system is genuinely impressive. It does not just send power to the rear wheels when the front slips. It can send power to individual rear wheels, which improves cornering in ways you can actually feel. This thing handles better than a luxury 3-row SUV has any right to. Now, there is one thing to know. The 3.7-liter uses a timing belt, not a chain. That means you are looking at a replacement around 100,000 miles. And it is not cheap, about $800 to $1,000 for the belt, water pump, and tensioners. But here's the thing. If the previous owner already did it, you have another 100,000 miles of worry-free driving ahead of you. Check the maintenance records. A timing belt already replaced at 105,000 miles is actually a selling point, not a concern. For inspection, watch for the transmission shudder between 35 and 40 miles per hour on some models. That is a known issue that a fluid flush often resolves. Check whether premium gasoline was used. These require it, and neglecting that over time causes carbon buildup. Look at the oil level. Some models are known to consume oil between changes, not excessively, but enough that you want to verify the previous owner was checking and topping off. Number 3. Lexus GX470 2003 to 2009. This is where things get serious. The Lexus GX470 is built on the same platform as the Toyota 4Runner and shares its engine with the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, sold internationally. It is a body-on-frame luxury SUV with full-time four-wheel drive, a locking center differential, and a 4.7-liter V8 that is one of the most proven engines Toyota has ever bolted into anything. That engine is the 2UZA-FE. If you know, you know. It is an iron block, aluminum head V8 that runs a timing belt, and when maintained at the proper intervals, this engine will outlast every other component on the vehicle. I have personally seen these engines north of 300,000 miles still running strong. No turbo, no supercharger, no direct injection problems. Just pure, simple, naturally aspirated V8 reliability. The 5-speed automatic paired with this engine is a tank. Smooth, predictable, and proven across millions of miles in Toyota's truck lineup. When this transmission does eventually need work, it is a well-known unit that any competent shop can service. Here is what to check when shopping. First, the timing belt. If it has not been done and the vehicle is over 90,000 miles, factor in $1,000 to $1,200 for the belt, water pump, and tensioners. Second, check the lower ball joints. Number 2. Acura RDX 2013 to 2018. The compact luxury SUV nobody talks about, but every mechanic respects. RepairPal ranks it number 1 in reliability out of 11 luxury compact SUVs. It runs a 3.5-liter V6 with 279 horsepower, ditching the problematic turbo for a naturally aspirated engine and proven 6-speed automatic. Find 2013 to 2015 models with 80,000 to 110,000 miles for $10,000 to $12,000. You get leather, power tailgate, backup camera, heated seats, and Honda build quality. The V6 uses a timing chain, not a belt. Maintenance is just oil, brakes, tires, and occasional transmission fluid. I serviced a 2014 with 168,000 miles. Total unplanned repairs over 6 years were under $1,500. Annual Acura maintenance averages $501, far below Mercedes, $922, or BMW, $968. Check differential fluid, test the infotainment screen, and inspect brake rotors. Number 1. Lexus RX350 2010 to 2013. The single best used luxury S. UV value under $12,000. Under the hood is the bulletproof Toyota 2 GR-F E 3.5-liter V6, timing chain, port injected, no carbon buildup. Kelley Blue Book shows $8,000 to $11,000. Owners rate it 4.8 over 5 for reliability. A BMW X5 at this price has annual repairs over $1,000. I worked on 4 of these with over 600,000 combined miles. Only needed brakes, oil, and 1 cabin filter. The ride floats like a $40,000 vehicle. Shopping checklist: 1. VVT oil line. Rubber on 2010 to 2012 must be upgraded to metal, $200 to $300, or it can kill the engine. 2. Check oil cooler lines if it has tow package. 3. Test power tailgate, touchscreen, electronics. 4. Check tire wear. Who should buy? Almost anyone wanting reliability and comfort under $12,000. Need 3 rows? Get the MDX off-road GX470. Oh, cargo space critical? The RX is a 5-seater. 5 luxury S UVs. The market forgot. Infiniti FX35 under $8,000. Acura MDX 3-row Honda reliability. Lexus GX470. Land Cruiser DNA. Acura RDX number 1 in reliability. And Lexus RX350 best kept secret. All under $12,000, all Outlast vehicles costing 3 times as much. Next time a salesperson pushes a base crossover with cloth seats and a CVT, remember the leather-wrapped V6-powered chain-driven luxury SUV on the other side of the lot. Hit subscribe, drive safe,